that we need to continue to stand strong to defend everybody's rights and freedoms.
Good day, folks. How you doing today? Hey, it's me. If there's somebody else speaking on this channel without my authorization, you have my permission to call the police. No, I'm kidding. Hey, anyway, somebody asked a question, and I haven't responded yet because, well, it was my days off. So please bear with me. I normally don't put out a video on Mondays, and Tuesdays I do my live stream, and that's it. So this morning I meant to do one, but I didn't stay up late enough. So here we go. Let's do this. Does Canada... Well, here, we'll let him ask. Right here. So I looked into this Dominion voting thing. And this is going to take a twist in all kinds of weird directions. It's a Canadian company founded in Toronto. And I do believe it was Josh and somebody else. We're just going to go with Josh. Could be the owner. And they sued Fox because, you know, they're never going to recover their business and all this jazz. But it's used in Canada primarily in municipal elections and some federal or some provincial ridings, if I'm not mistaken. Now, Josh, I'm afraid you created a solution to a problem that doesn't exist. Now, it exists because we choose to let it exist. But it has an easy solution without having to go down the electronic routing. Let me try and explain where I'm going with this, okay? Because it's a solution that we seem to be coming up with regularly. But this time is a little different because of the fact that it's not really replacing an expense. Now, let's get this out of the way. Do I think that it was corrupt and manipulated? This was what you said in the question. I don't think there's any malcontent or malintention for what's going on with it, but there may be, you know, I can see how it could be seen as such. But I honestly don't believe there is. I really don't. I think that what we're seeing is just our malcontent towards the system. And I'm not just talking about the electronic voting machine. I'm talking about the system in itself. So, I'm going to give you, now that I've got that out of the way, I can see how this could be manipulated. Because it's being an electronic device, any electronic device can be manipulated. It's not that hard. You know, computer programmers manipulate computer programs all the time. That is their job. But the thing is, when it comes to an election, I kind of hope there's better standards than that, but, you know, there is. It leaves that level of doubt that would set a guilty man free in a courtroom. It leaves enough doubt there that if it is happening, it could very well be happening because it's possible. Now, back to where I was originally going with this, because this got me on a little bit of a, I don't know, irate, tyrant. No, that's not the word. Tirade, that's the word I'm looking for. While I was looking at this. And I said it to begin with. I think Josh was creating a solution to a problem that didn't exist. We have this same problem at Walmart. We have the same problem at Home Depot. We're replacing hardworking people, customer service oriented people, and positions with electronics. Now, I said it's not quite the same when it comes to elections. And that's because these people in elections are volunteers. They're not paid employees. You see, paid employees, companies like Walmart and Home Depot and such that use these cash registers, self-checkouts, okay, is to replace an expense of a weekly paycheck to an expense, a one-time expense of a checkout that the customer will use themselves. You're taking that job away from a Canadian. And we're okay with this. And this is the problem. This is what I see as the problem. We're okay with allowing them to take jobs away from us. Now, we want to say it's okay to use digital vote counters. I have a solution. A solution I think would be much more beneficial and will use the full apparatus of the election system to create a solution. This is my solution. Okay? Election night is being held. Everybody's out there to vote. You got all your volunteers working at the polling booths. Okay? And you have all the staffers of all the campaigns that were running around, gathering people up, bringing them down to vote. Right? But as soon as they're done dropping everybody off, all these staffers go running off and they go and get ready for a big party. Even if it's a disappointing party, they go get ready for a big party. Well, why don't they hang around? Why don't they hang around? And why don't we demand that something is so fundamental to the human existence as the election period be counted by human beings affected by the election? And that means those volunteers that all those campaigns had running should all be volunteering to do the count. There's so many select seats on the count, so nobody should have an upper hand on this, because we all have campaign personnel that are volunteering to come help us. Well, part of that volunteer work is a late night on election night, because you'll be counting votes at the end. All those campaign staffers could count the votes for Canadians. After all, is that not what you volunteered to do, was get the vote? Well, then get out there and count it. Elections Canada has all their volunteers in there as well. I think if we did this, we could probably come up with enough staff to actually make the count. And to the media who are saying, we need to know the vote as soon as the polls close, well, media, kiss my ass. This is more important than your deadlines. This is our fundamental rights and freedoms. So stop replacing people with computers. Start respecting the work we do. And as such a fundamental part of being human in this country, as being a part of this country, I believe our votes should be counted by a person. What do you think? Maybe I'm off base, but I don't think a digital counting machine is necessary. After all, we have calculators if you really can't count to 10. And while a lot of people are saying 2 plus 2 is racism, which, yeah, that's an entirely different topic. Till then. Welcome to the Fringe, everybody. Welcome to the Fringe.